welcome back to the shed. I had kind of hoped that this weekend I might get a test run in and everything up and back together, but I haven't. I'm going to probably get a bit more of the mudguard kind of, hopefully as near finished as possible. I'm going to have to respray it, but I'm still waiting for the paint that hasn't arrived yet, some more tough black. And also yesterday, Saturday, rather than being in the shed, I went up to Fenlon Choppers, the new place, to see and discuss a few bits on the frame, which should be ready for next Saturday to pick up, which is pretty exciting. So shall I put some pickies up? No, I think I'll wait. I'll wait and kind of use that in like the kind of the hardtail videos. I won't mix and match these too much. So yeah, they'll do that separately. But yeah, so that's coming along. It's looking awesome. So yeah, double the reason why I've got to get this done. So I'm going to be burning the candle a bit at both ends this week, hopefully, to get it finished. But where do we leave it last video? I think I was doing some stuff on the mudguard, wasn't I? So yeah, that's kind of finished up. So I'll put that in, and then we'll crack on with those last little odds jobs. And so there we go, mudguard is mounted on. I'm really happy with that. That turned out really nicely. I really like the way it hugs, you know, it's tight against the wheel. Well, I mean, not super tight, but the profile of it works. Yeah, got some bolts, so that's all on and sorted. So got the seat recovered as well as a bit of a cheeky bonus. My mate Andre, he has a leather working and cobbler's shop in town, and he had some vinyl, so he just covered the seat for me. Lovely job, very reasonably priced, and yeah, that's that done. So that's on there. I did wonder about going up quite fancy with some ribbon and stuff like that, but this was cheap, quick and easy, and at the end of the day, this bike's just got to be functional. I didn't want to use leather on here because it gets ridden in all weathers, so it needs to be waterproof. So yeah, but the old the rear, the chrome bracket on the back got a bit of wrinkle finish treatment. Yeah, so that's all good. In fact, if you compare it to the stock America seat, there's quite a difference between the two. Obviously that one was an original America seat, which I've given it a bit of a chop down, but yeah, I think that's going to fit the bill far better, a little bit more. It's very comfortable. I think I actually used fresh foam on that from one of the Bonneville seats I had kicking around, but I think that just works a lot nicer on there, not quite as huge and bulky. So just going through doing the odd little finishing jobs, if you like, as I kind of see them. One of them was the clutch cable here. I had a P-clip just holding that in, so that when you move the handlebars, that didn't foul against the downpipe. I mean, with the wrap on, that was protected a little bit more from the heat, but now we haven't got any wrap. I don't really want that to touch and burn. So off the Bonneville, that's like the big old antennae kind of speedo cable guide that was on the front mudguard would normally sit about there. So that's just gone on there, and that's acted as a perfect little clutch kind of cable guide. So yeah, that's quite handy. Repurposing a few bits in a different place as well. Right, I was going to build up the side of these, so maybe another layer, and then I'll sand that back, and then just sort of just do a thin skim of filler over the top just to smooth it all out. That's coming along quite nicely. The riv nuts solid in there as well. So I've just got to do the other side as well now. Just made a start, and then yeah, well underway. Okay, so we got the old body filler. First coat's, well, built it up now on there. Hopefully that'll fill in the kind of little holes and discrepancies that the fiberglass inevitably leaves, you know, because obviously we haven't got gel coat over this bit, so just to smooth out. This will all actually be hidden under the frame rails anyway, but I like to make a nice job of it anyway, so just because you can't see it doesn't mean it has to look shitty. But yeah, so just get standing now, and then I've got to work out the mounting. Right, so a quick test fit on there. So there's no compression on the rear shock, so a little bit of a gap there. I'm going to lower it down in a minute just to see. I mean, that if it was like that is a little bit too high for my liking, but I'm going to have a play with that in a minute. The most important thing is just to see how we're getting on with these sides, and yeah, there's like now I've built it up rather than have those dips and that dip there. I think that's just going to make it look a lot nicer when you bolt that on, just because it's just flush, no kind of gaps and dips that you want to fill in. So I'm far happy with that. I've got one or two little, you know, like tiny pinholes in there. Don't know if you can see, there's one or two there, so they're just visible. So I just want to skim over those and double check I've filled in those holes. I think that's where, possibly where they originally have the seat mounting. Obviously I've got different tank attachment here, the seat's been chopped a bit, so yeah, I'll need to re-drill that there, but I've filled those in anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I want to get just down on the ground now and just double check I'm happy with where that sits, because at the moment it's only held on by the two bolts there. If I want to, I could put some like thick spacers underneath there just to lower this a little bit, but let's get it sitting under its own weight, just to check that out before I commit and drill holes in there. Right, so another spreader filler over it just to fill in the odd pinhole. I've also drilled out and stuck the kind of the riv nuts in there as well, so that's all ready for mounting. So it's just a case of waiting for, built the back up with fiberglass as well, so they're well and truly stuck in, but it's just a case of waiting for this to dry. It's pretty cold. I've had the heater on, but it's going to be a bit longer for this going off, so I'm probably not going to get this done in this video. Okay then, so yeah, end of the video. Just a few little odds and sods to do. I mean, it's the kind of stuff that, short video, but you know, getting all the filler and the fiberglass, waiting for it to dry, sanding it all back, it's time consuming, but you know, it doesn't make for great entertaining watching, but there you go, that's still the nature of the beast. But yeah, so as soon as that resin and filler have dried, and then I can do the final sanding back on that. Hopefully the paint will have arrived. That hasn't arrived yet, so I can get that painted, wait for that to dry, get it on the back of the bike. Then it's just putting the rear brake light and the indicators. I'm going to put them all together in one block connector, so that's just plug in. Fingers crossed the fuel in and the yeah, the fuel in's okay and it rides all right. But yeah, we'll get to that fairly soon. I imagine the next video with the America, hopefully the kind of final one. I don't want to tempt fate, but hopefully the final one will be just a little walk around and a ride on it. I'll just mount the mudguard, and yeah, because don't really need to see black paint going on and whatnot. So yeah, so that's it, and then it'll be kind of pretty good timing onto the hardtail. So cool, thanks for watching, take it easy, see you on the next vid.